Transformers, at least in my mind, and I think that there's some sort of consensus about this, is not what you would consider a feminist film at all. It's a pretty, actually, kind of just full-on toxic masculinity, just like adrenaline and
Megan Fox
testosterone
just draped over the hood of a car.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's very, very interesting because technically that film passes the Bechdel test because Megan Fox's character and the mother of the main character, Shia LaBeouf's character, have a conversation about how beautiful Megan Fox's character is. And so they're not talking about a man.
They're not talking about
the
a
mom
man.
is just like, oh wow, you're so beautiful, and she's like, oh thank you, and like do. And I'm pretty sure right before that the mom was asking her son if he had been in his room masturbating, and like had this whole very weird interaction, and so it was like it is a very low bar. And it's actually very interesting too because in the Transformers movie specifically, and this goes into some of the male gaze stuff, is that if you read the script, Megan Fox's character should actually be a very empowering female character in a lot of ways. Like, she has the most backstory of, like, anyone in the film. She, like, her character, her father used to steal cars. She used to help him fix those cars. That's why she knows about cars, and therefore makes sense that she would be involved in a movie about robots that turn into cars. Like, she is actually the person who has like the most experience with cars.
Individual.
Yeah,
Really
the main character
that
Shia LaBeouf plays is literally just like an imbecile the entire time who just bumbles around. So there's like the iconic scene where she opens up his car hood and it's Bumblebee, the Transformer or whatever, and she's like leaning over it. Her body is like draped over this car as she leans over it, and the whole time you're watching the guy like look her up and down. The camera's looking her up and down. But what she's saying is how she like knows about cars. She's talking about why his car isn't working. She's talking about how guys don't like when she talks about cars, and how her boyfriend at the time doesn't like when she talks about cars because it makes him feel like demasculated. She's saying all these things that are actually like really great points and should be should resonate with like a more feminist audience, but because of the way that it's filmed, nobody remembers that in the film. They come away with it thinking about how hot Megan Fox looked, and like how she was just a piece of meat essentially to be objectified in this, and her words go totally over your head because of the male gaze aspect there.